I'm Enamait from RossTraining.com. What I want to do in this brief video is talk about rope climbing and a few useful alternatives or supplements to rope climbing. Climbing rope is obviously a tremendous upper body exercise with particular attention being focused on the hands, the grip, and the forearms. Now I recently posted a picture of an outdoor climbing station to a few social media sites. It's an outdoor station that I set up in what has become somewhat of an outdoor gym behind this location. Let me show you that picture quickly so you know what I'm referring to, and then we'll get back to the discussion. Okay, so since posting that photo, I've had a lot of questions come into me about rope climbing. Most of the questions have not been about how to actually climb a rope, though, as doing so is a pretty straightforward process. The questions have come from individuals who would like to climb rope, would like to experience some of the benefits of rope climbing, but they don't have anywhere to climb. So what can they do in the gym to reap some of the similar benefits? I've also had questions come from individuals who have a similar outdoor climbing station, but they also want an indoor alternative. For example, if the weather's not cooperating, it's raining or it's snowing, what can you do indoors to replicate some of the benefits associated with rope climbing? So let me give you a couple demonstrations, and then we'll get back to discuss the uniqueness and the potential benefits associated with those variations. So as you can see, both rope pull-ups and towel pull-ups are valuable indoor alternatives. Now in terms of rope versus towel pull-ups, they're both useful. It's not a case of one being better or worse. It's really a case of apples to oranges. I like to perform both. Now with the rope pull-ups, what I demonstrated was ropes of different sizes. Here I have a 2-inch thick rope, 1.5 inch thick, 1 inch thick, and about a 1/2 inch thick. What's nice about having different sizes is that each rope is going to present a unique challenge. Some individuals may struggle more with the thickest of the ropes. Others will struggle more with the thinner of the ropes. Having different sized ropes is nice and convenient with rope pull-ups. It's not as convenient when you're outside climbing. For example, I have a 25-foot rope set up outside. If I wanted to change ropes, to have ropes of different sizes, each time I want to do so I have to climb up and change the knot, which is naturally going to take a lot more time. It's also a lot more expensive. 25 feet of 2-inch thick rope is going to be a little bit more expensive than buying a 3 or 4 foot strip such as this. So from a cost perspective, it makes a lot more sense if you want to work with different sized ropes to work with rope pull-ups. Now in terms of cost, a 2-inch thick rope per foot is going to run you probably between $3.50 and $4 per foot. So a 3 or 4 foot strip is still pretty inexpensive. Now as the ropes get thinner, the price will come down. A 1.5 inch thick rope will probably cost you around $2 or $3 per foot. So a 3 foot strip like this is going to cost you less than $10. What also is nice about these shorter strips is that you can pack them up into a gym bag, perform rope pull-ups wherever you go. Now, in terms of acquiring something like this, there's a lot of suppliers such as McMaster.com that will gladly cut the rope by the foot. They don't care if you're buying 3 feet or 30 feet. They're going to sell it to you. Another option though is that if you already have an outdoor rope set up, perhaps you have some extra length at the bottom, which is common. You can cut a few feet off the bottom of your climbing rope and use that small strip for rope pull-ups. Now I've had a lot of people asking me how you go about cutting rope. They seem to have the idea that you need to take manila rope to a hardware shop where they have special equipment that's required to cut the rope, and that's not the case. So let me give you a quick demonstration and show you just how quick and easy it is to cut rope if you have some extra rope on hand and you'd like to make a strip such as one of these. So as you can see, it's not difficult at all to cut a small strip of rope. You do not need any specialized tool. Simple hand saw will suffice. Now in terms of performing rope pull-ups or towel pull-ups or going outside to climb a rope, how does work of this nature fit within a program? It's actually very simple to include. Think of any day where you may be working from a pull-up bar. Adding work with a rope or towel or a climbing rope is going to be an ideal fit on one of those days. For example, with myself, I like to perform heavy chin-ups, heavy pull-ups. On a heavy pulling session, I may start with exercises of that nature, and then later within that session, I'll perform a few sets with the ropes or go outside to climb rope. You're not going to need a whole lot of time with the ropes to benefit from them. A few sets, a few days a week will typically suffice. So as always, if you have any questions about this or anything else, feel free to email me at ross@rosstraining.com.